Hey, did the Miami Hurricanes pull off a massive upset in the Natty?
Will the Knicks ever win again?
And what's next for the Niners?
This and much more next on the Scotty and Stowe Show.
The show brought to you by the Good Time Tavern, lovely Livermore, California.
Wine country. How's Stowe?
Doing just fine, just fine. Can't wait to move on to better things, greener pastures, golfing, all that stuff. Football's over for me. Show's over.
Hi, everybody. No, you know what? It's just the beginning. And there's always next year. And next year's your year.
It
And
most certainly could be, yeah.
you know, so you just need home field advantage and a new quarterback. Sucks. Um, no, it's not over. We still got some football to go. And we still got Niners and Packers to talk about. So I will start. I'd like to congratulate the defensive coordinator, good old Jeffy boy, for becoming the head coach of Miami. Thank you for 2 years of nothing. You didn't really do shit for us. You didn't really shine until Micah Parsons showed up. And then when Micah Parsons left, you sucked again. So
I don't know how he got that head coaching job, to be honest with you.
neither do I. So
I
I
mean,
thought he would just stick it out with the Packers until we at least won a Super Bowl or something, or did something that earned him a head coaching.
the Dolphins did take your GM too, right? Is that not correct?
Brian Gutekunst,
Maybe assistant GM? I
maybe.
don't know. The Dolphins took one of your guys, and that guy I liked half.
Not Brian Gutekunst. That would be huge news. It'd be shit. That would
Right. That would be front page stuff. Yeah. No, it wasn't Gutekunst. It must have been your president or something.
Yeah, Gutekunst. He's fucking. He's the. He's like the. He's like runs the team. I don't think he's leaving.
Yeah, you'd have heard about that. But anyway, that's how Hackley got the job. I was surprised. There was a lot. Mike McDaniel's a better coach than Jeff Hackley, I think.
I
But
don't, Mike. I don't know if Mike McDaniel's is a leader of men like Jeff Hafley, but he is more of a. I think he's. I mean, much more intelligent than Jeff.
Hackley's got more of that Dan Campbell thing to him.
He
Well,
does. Well, I mean, he was the head coach at Boston College, and they did, and he turned that around. And he is defensive minded, something Miami hasn't been. You get a good. They should like we said before, they should just bring Mike McDaniel's back in to be the offensive coordinator.
right.
And
Yeah.
they can do a bunch of crazy shit. And Jeff Ifley, he can scream at them. And uh,
Right. Well, you did hear what happened to McDaniel, right? Cleveland said, head coach, what do you think? He went, nah, I'll go be the OC in San Diego. I mean, LA, the Chargers. You know what I meant.
well, I mean, honestly, I mean, go to Cleveland and live there, or go to LA and live in LA or San Diego. I mean, I'd rather
Sure,
live.
I'm sure money's not a thing, but I mean,
No,
the
he got
goal is
paid by
the
the
goal
Dolphins.
is to be head coach.
Yeah, but maybe he's come to the realization that he's not a head coach. Maybe he's thought, well, it sounded fun, but
He's the Billick of the offense, Brian
yeah,
Billick.
he's the Billick of the offense for sure. He's somebody that's totally an offensive genius and not the guy that is the leader of men. So, I mean, he should have went to fucking Detroit because that guy who leads men could use some help running the offense for sure.
For sure.
For sure. So, yeah, so congrats to him. Everybody's getting healthy. It's time to pay up or say goodbye. I'd like to say goodbye to Romeo Dobbs and Rashawn Gary tonight. I'd like to say thank you for the many years or the 4 years. Rashawn Gary were there a little longer because he got that big contract. We got to pay his ass to get him to go. So, but yeah, maybe Rasheed Walker, the left tackle, he might be gone. They might take the number one draft pick from 2 years ago and just put him in the spot he was drafted in as left tackle. And I think if we get rid of those three and Elton Jenkins, I think we'll actually be above the salary cap and not below it. So we have to like get rid of a lot of people. We can't sign anybody. That's the deal. We can't sign Quay Walker. We can't sign Romeo Dobbs. We can't sign anyone. We
That's brutal.
Parsons and Jordan Love. Even though they're only taking $55 million next year between the two of them. So it's not bad, but that does get much larger as the years move on. It's only 55 between them next year. I believe it's almost 100 million the year after that. So between the two of them, you know what I mean? So like, damn. And then like Micah Parsons last year, I think he gets half the team. But I think they said that year doesn't really that's probably he'll probably be gone or restructured by then. So I was like, whatever. So yeah, that's it. That's my Packers information for the week. You know what?
Nice.
We are going to look at new defensive coordinators and Jim Leonard and that guy for the Falcons, the coach. They're talking about him. And
Dan Quinn.
no, no, who's the last Atlanta coach who just got fired? Moster, what's his name?
Oh, I thought he was in Pittsburgh.
As the coach.
Art Smith. Arthur Smith.
No, no, I'm talking about the Raheem
Oh, Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris. Yeah, they're thinking about bringing
The
him
guy
in.
that just went Tampa Bay to Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, thinking about bringing that guy in to talk to him. Al Harris, the cornerbacks coach for the Bears, I think. They're
Ooh, I love Al Harris. He used to be a Packer.
to be a Packer. Love Al Harris, but I don't know if I like Al Harris as my defensive coordinator. So I'm a little up in the air there. But that guy came from Tampa and went to Atlanta. That guy was a pretty decent defensive coordinator. They said they
Absolutely.
might try to sneak Flores over from the Vikings to a better team with better players. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you want to come coach Micah Parsons, be on the Packers? Maybe.
Nice.
So that's it. That's all I got for Packers news this week. Sorry, everybody. There's not a lot going on.
No, that's fair. Because I mean, the Niners are going to be going after both of those defensive coordinators that you were talking about. Because we have to redo our whole thing again. Fifth new defense coordinator in 5 years for us. Luckily, Fred Warner just runs the defense. So as long as he comes back healthy, that's fine. All right. So elephant in the room. Yes, Seattle destroyed us. Destroyed us from the opening bell. Every single thing that you could have done professionally right, as far as special teams, always beat the Niners in the playoffs. This time it wasn't us messing up a punt return. It was us not tackling a kickoff return, putting us behind the eight ball right away. It never got better. Purdy threw interceptions. There was turnovers left and right. And yeah, well, we heard Zach Charbonnet. That was the one positive.
That was the one positive. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, going the Packers route and looking towards next year, we're actually in much better shape with the cap. Our only free agents are Juwan Jennings, Ben Barch, and what was the other one? Brundle? Hold on. Burford. Burford's the other one. So Brendel's still there. I don't so like honestly, we replaced a couple guards. Maybe we sign Juwan Jennings, maybe we don't. But I would take a Quay Walker. I would take Rashawn Gary at a discounted price. Romeo Dobbs at a discounted price, I would entertain. But I'm looking forward to next year. I mean, yes, we still have to deal with Seattle. I think the Rams are not going to be as good next year. They're going to be Puka driven, and we'll just draft a bunch of cornerbacks that are huge to guard Puka. Honestly, yeah, Robert, we'll do the same route as you again. Man, we've had a similar year. Packers and Niners, a lot of injuries, a lot of looking forward to next year with all our healthy guys. I lost my defensive coordinator again, Robert Saleh. Good luck in Tennessee. Got a question about that, so I'm not going to talk about that at all. But honestly, I like where the Niners are going. We're in good shape heading into next year. I mean, we had 6 or 7 defensive rookies play very huge minutes, so they can only get better.
Right.
Looking forward to next year with our next year is the first year Brock Purdy cost us 50 million. So let's hope he's a little better as well.
Yeah, you definitely got to hope that because he doesn't play very well, not at home in the conditions of badness. And
For a guy from the middle of the country, cold football weather, yeah, he doesn't do well in the cold. Maybe that's why he's such a better quarterback in pros than he was in college because playing in Purdue,
he was
you're
always cold.
fucking freezing all the time. Now he's San Francisco. He gets 3 months of good football. I don't know. Now I still like Purdy, but yeah, he used to work on his I don't know, holding on the ball in the cold or whatever.
Yeah, because you see him other times and he's a goddamn superstar, you think, and
right? 10 touchdowns in 2 games.
yeah,
Just 3 weeks ago that happened.
and then you get
Two
somebody else
playoff games, four
Mahomes, Foles.
interceptions.
Yeah,
Not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for.
yeah. Jordan Love's got the same thing, man. It's like, oh wow, 5 touchdowns. Ooh, good job, Jordan. 343 yards, ran for 50. Good job, buddy.
Can't wait
Next
to do my
week,
mock drafts, baby. It's gonna
next
be
week,
awesome.
it's like fucking nothing. So,
We only need like help at 5 positions, so this should be a good draft. They have to they gotta hit on need somewhere.
I mean, I still hope the Packers have a good draft. Well, we've had, 3 or 4 good drafts already. So let's hope those players start to play.
Word.
We're going to questions.
Yeah, it has to be some NFC questions, my friend.
All right, let me find them. I'll tell you, I got everything smaller now. So now that table's upstairs, I just got Sophia's little desk.
Oh yeah. We got some shit on the floor and stuff.
No, it's got shelves and shit, so I can able to put my stuff away. I got rid of stuff I'm not using anymore, like the microphone and all that. So I've just combined. Everything's much neater.
Oh yeah, no microphone. I noticed that.
Yeah, I haven't been using it, so
Yeah, I can hear
everything's
you just
still
fine.
working. Yeah, so I don't have all that stuff anymore. It's simple, you
All
know.
right.
And the
Make
computer.
sure everyone comments down below. Do you like the microphone or no microphone?
Do you even care?
I love talking to the two people to watch the show.
Right? Comment down.
Hey guys.
You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Did the Giants make the right decision in hiring Harbaugh? Just so
I think that yeah, I think they did. Yeah. I mean, we talked about it last week. If Harbaugh had his choice, where would he go?
we chose the Giants.
Giants were the move. So he made the right choice. And you're
Oh,
asking if the Giants made the right choice. And
we
I think
made
it
the
is.
right choice.
He made the right choice. I think they made the right choice. I think honestly, there has been a decent amount of talent in New York recently. They just neighbors and all the rookies and like Thibodeau and all those guys. They've got talent, and what Harbaugh is going to bring is proverbial culture. He's going to bring the culture. He's going to set the rules and make sure everyone knows that they have to be accountable. I know that was a lot of cliches in like one little segment, but honestly, Harbaugh's going to go there and he's going to kick some ass. And if no one wants their ass kicked, then they're cut and he will bring in ex Ravens and stuff. And there'll be a new culture. It's going to be winning. And yes, Giants make the playoffs next year. Put it on the board.
Put it on the board, huh? You gonna play? I know, because I wanted to take into account, like when he loses his great coordinators, he loses his great team. Now, I don't know. The other guy's going to the Super Bowl now, and or good chance of going to the Super Bowl.
Mike
And
McDonald.
I'm just saying, I mean, so I don't know. It seemed quick. Like, how many people did they interview? Did they interview anybody that they was like, oh, Jim Harbaugh's available, and Jim went, "You guys gonna pay me? Fuck, I'll take any job you got right now. I just got fired."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. John Harbaugh definitely just said, yeah, that sounds good.
yeah, shit, yeah. 5 years, $100 million, and get to be the leader of the Giants.
No. And yeah, he picked the right situation. And I don't think, Harbaugh's rarely fail. I'll just put that out there.
Harbaugh's rarely fail. That should be a book. I'm going to give you 8 points for the title of the new book, Harbaugh's rarely fail. I think that's a great title to a Harbaugh book.
Could be a kid's book, yeah.
It should be a kid's book. It should. It's definitely got the title for a kid's book.
It's like the train thing. It's like the little guy that could or whatever. It's like the Harbaughs that couldn't fail.
All right, so I have the NFC questions this week, so I'm able to ask this question. Who you got? Rams or Seahawks?
Well, I'll preface my answer saying that the Rams won at home by 1 point. And even more recently, Seattle won at home by 2 points. And as we have discussed previously this year, Seattle continues to gel, get better. Like, I don't see and it's in Seattle. Harbaugh's got a fucked up finger. Seattle all the way. There's no doubt in my mind that a team that beat the Niners by 38 points, we'll figure out a way to beat the Rams.
So when you say Harbaugh's got a bad finger, does that how does that affect the Rams?
Stafford, sorry, Stafford.
Stafford has a bad finger. Okay. I don't
Did I
think
say Harbaugh? My bad.
I was trying to think if the coach could actually affect the game that much with a bad finger.
Well, he was
Then I
gonna
was like,
point at the guys like, ah,
is
but
he
no,
even the fucking coach? Wait a minute here.
no, not at all.
Not at all. Uh, Wait a minute, that's the other team, right? Same stadium? All
Yep. No,
right. So
Seattle lost a running back and Jack Charbonnet. I don't think that affects them much. Like you said, their defense and Mike McDonald, they've held the Niners to 9 points in the last two games, and we were averaging about 27 the previous 5 weeks. So
what I've seen Seattle
yeah,
do has been
Seattle's
impressive.
unstoppable, you know.
I've also seen what the Rams have done, and they've won two.
Squeak by Carolina, and then
Yeah,
barely get by.
but they've gone into two homes and come out victorious. And
Mm.
that's not easy
You
to
went with
do.
that side of it. I went with they're beating not great teams by very few points. But you went going on the road in the playoffs. I see what you did there.
Twice
I see what you did there.
and came out victorious. And I really
Yeah,
like
but
that.
they're a much better team than those teams. There's no way they're doing that to Seattle. Zero chance.
Zero chance. Not even a puncher's chance.
I'll give him a puncher's chance because Puka's a good puncher.
And Matthew Stafford, he's a pretty tough guy. I don't think a finger's going to bother
He's
him.
been there before, and yeah, I guess you could argue quarterbacks sometimes win games, but I think in this case, Seattle's
I could
just
also argue that quarterbacks lose games, and Darnold has not shown what Darnold is, unless Darnold has completely changed and is the new man.
oh, I mean, Mike McDonald has them doing very little. Some screen passes, a couple passes to JSN. That's
Right.
about it. I mean, we held JSN in check. He had that one touchdown, but I mean, honestly, like 3 catches or something.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
Diamador played well, but there's just no stopping this Seahawks team, I don't think.
All right, then. I'm going to give you 7 points because I think what the Rams have done is very impressive. All right.
I think it's lucky.
All right. And this question is for you as a Niner fan. Where
Correct.
does Mac Jones go?
No, we've talked about this. Mac Jones doesn't go anywhere. We signed him for a 2-year deal. We get Mac Jones, unless some team wants to give us something crazy like a second round pick or something.
That's what I'm
Mac
saying. Where does
Jones
he
is
go?
going nowhere.
There's no way he stays with the Niners as the backup quarterback.
Mac Jones,
Give me a place for him to go. Who trades for him?
give you a place for Mac Jones. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. If we sent him to Miami,
Ooh, ooh, I like that.
it'd be fun.
Because I've already heard Malik Willis to Miami. So who does he get? The Packers backup quarterback or the Niners backup quarterback?
Once
Who does
again,
Miami get?
what the hell? Why is this? This is a very paralleling season. I don't like it.
This is a very paralleling season for sure. Especially now that you just brought Mac Jones into going to the Miami Dolphins, and I've already heard, especially with Jeff in Miami,
Nice.
that Malik Willis might be on his way to Miami. Now,
Fair enough. I mean, I
yeah,
think maybe someone like John Harbaugh would be smart to grab Mac Jones in case Jackson Dart is as fragile as he seems he might be. You know what I mean? Something like that. Because you need a good backup quarterback. I don't think he's leaving the Niners, but if he goes somewhere else, yeah, Miami, shit, he could fucking probably run Arizona. But I don't think Arizona needs a quarterback because the rest of their team's not that good yet.
they've got talent in certain areas. That McBride's
Maybe
got,
Jacksonville.
huh?
Maybe Jacksonville.
What? Trevor Lawrence just got
He's,
himself to the peak of the mountain, or the like.
he's basically Mac Jones.
Didn't he already play for the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars? No,
So, yeah, that's right.
didn't he
Because remember,
apply?
we had both Mac Jones jerseys, the
Yeah,
receiver and the quarterback.
yeah, didn't he? Yeah, he's already played there. So. I don't know. I don't think he'll stay on the Niners. I think somebody will go for if I think somebody will trade for him. How about the Saints?
I think they like Tyler Shuck. I mean, what about the Falcons?
There you
Panics or Mac Jones? Mac Jones would do pretty well with that with Pitts and London. Like, you know what I'm saying?
go. All right.
That could work pretty well, Atlanta.
Atlanta. I like it. You know what? 8 points for Atlanta. That's a good answer. Somebody's gonna go after Mac Jones. Atlanta. I like the Miami answer too, though. That was a good answer. You almost get 9 points for the Miami answer, but you ended up picking Atlanta.
That's right. One of my questions, you're guaranteed a zero, so I'm gonna win.
Oh,
Should we go to the AFC?
yeah, let's do that since you're already guaranteed a win.
Yep.
Go on lines now.
All right. My first question is not only a why, it's a why. Why do the gods of football hate Buffalo so much? And when was it the gods' fault, or did Buffalo mess themselves up? What happened, Buffalo? What happened?
Well, at one point in the game, the curse caught back up to them, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's up with Buffalo. Buffalo has been picked
Why
on.
why are they cursed? What did Buffalo do to the world that
I
they
don't know what the Buffalo curse is. Maybe it's just the dildos they throw in the field. I don't know. Maybe God's against that. I don't know. I can't seem to figure it out. But losing all those Super Bowls and then pretty much being the disgrace of football for years.
I mean, it's just a bummer for sure.
And then, well, the AFC, well, I mean, Cleveland's been there and Detroit's been there too. I mean, I guess you have to have those teams, but to then become good again and still be in the same position that they can't win anything ever,
I
and it's
and
just,
last week you were no Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson,
dude, I,
no Joe Burrow.
and then he goes out and he Brett Favre's it. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
bro.
great call. He definitely did a little Brett Farving right
Goes
there.
out there and he fucking has the AFC championship game in front of him playing against the Patriots. Epic game that would have been. And instead, he throws 3 interceptions and has a fumble. And
Even the fumble with James Cook might have been his fault.
could have been a bad handoff by him. I don't know where he goes, man.
I
But
mean, they were such the better team. 5 turnovers though. I mean, no
they
one, I
lost
don't,
in overtime by a field goal. So five
right?
turnovers,
Oh, football
lost
gods
in
there again.
overtime.
Pass interference, which hadn't been a thing the entire game. They had let cornerbacks and safeties beat the shit out of receivers all game long. And then overtime, all of a sudden, you grab someone's little shirt right here,
Dude,
flag 30 yards.
dinner
Same thing with
reservations, bro. You don't understand. Dinner reservations are hard to get on big days like this. You know what I mean?
time to go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, think
So
about it. If you're a ref, you got dinner reservations, but the restaurant was booked, so you barely got in. You're like, fuck, man, we got to get this fucking game. We got reservations in an hour. We got to go.
all right.
Oh,
On the flip side of that, like, do you have to give Denver credit for somehow for the 20th time this year winning a game where they probably shouldn't have?
Well, yeah, I mean, we gave the Bears all that credit, so why not the fucking Broncos? So yeah, I give him credit. I think Sean Payton willed them to win. Do I think Bo Nix did it? I don't know. But they're they're done now because now they have Jared Stidham. So, and I don't think he's Bo Nix. He hasn't thrown a pass since 2023 or some shit I heard. That's a long time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. The correct answer is Buffalo allowed the assassination of William F. McKinley by a like a neo-anarchist or whatever. So that's why they have bad luck. So 0 points.
That's totally, I did not know that.
Now we're going to turn the show into a history show as well. Not only do we know why Buffalo now is cursed because they allowed our president to be murdered, um, but we're going to be more, intellectual, and we're gonna learn some people.
The Buffalo Bills football franchise allowed the McKinley to be killed.
That's correct, and that's why we have the Secret Service today.
Okay.
All right, ready for question number two?
Man, I hope that question doesn't come up in my life ever again because I'm going to look like a complete idiot when I say the Buffalo Bills are the reason Will J. McKinley got killed. And now we have the Secret Service because the Buffalo Bills did such a poor fucking job. People will be like, what?
Well, most people ask you in real life, just drop the Bills part of it because it was still the city of Buffalo.
Okay, City of Buffalo. I like
It's
that.
not like Thurman Thomas was guarding the president or something.
Yeah, right. I'm like, when Reagan got shot, fucking Thurman Thomas didn't jump in the way. What? Why was Thurman Thomas around fucking President Reagan? Doesn't make any sense. He's just protecting him.
Fair enough. All right, question number two.
Okay. 0 points for that.
Patriots made CJ Stroud look worse than normal. Are they destined for the Super Bowl? More? What do you think?
What? Are the Patriots going to the Super Bowl? Yeah, because they could beat the shit out of Jared Stidham and fucking
In Denver, where Denver has the lucky Clover,
and Drake May is the future of football.
Drake Mays, Drake May,
He's Drake May.
Drake
So
May.
Drake May. That's a whole sentence you just said there.
Drake May, Drake
So
May.
yeah, no. I mean, I don't see Drake May losing to the Broncos in Denver with Jared Stidham. Patriots defense is excellent. And CJ Stroud proved how good the Patriots defense was. So, I
CJ
mean,
Stroud proved how bad he was.
I'll say it again. He's a quarterback from a college that's never produced one quarterback in the history of fucking football. Not one. Now you can't go back in time and just tell
I
me.
know. We counted a couple guys, but they were iffy.
I think the Steelers had one of our punters who was a quarterback also, and he ended up being a backup quarterback, maybe started some games. But holy crap. He's a Ohio State Buckeye. He sucks.
No,
That
yeah, that's
quarterback.
10 points because, yeah, the Patriots are Super Bowl bound unless they get too confident.
Sean Payton would have to he'd have to do that whole hit thing again on Drake May. I'll give a hundred
Yeah,
thousand.
the thing he got busted for earlier. Yeah. Extra less 20 push ups if you beat the quarterback.
Yeah, right. If it's just I mean, if they start the game with four defensive ends that don't usually play,
Maybe keep an eye out.
maybe keep an eye out. Like that guy doesn't start. Why are those two guys out there? They don't start. Hey, watch the quarterback, please. So, and then it's, hit gate.
Well, I mean, yeah, Denver's going to have to do what Miami did in the championship game. You know what I mean? Just run the ball hard, make it a game, see if they can pull something out at the end.
I
Which,
mean,
yeah,
Denver's defense is excellent, and in Denver, Denver's defense is even better. And Patrick Surtain Jr. could get
I,
five.
I don't, I don't believe Drake Mays actually played at altitude.
He's never played in Denver, huh?
He's never played. He didn't play in Denver this year. I don't believe he did in college because he played Stanford and East Coast games.
All right.
Yeah, I think this might be his first altitude trip.
Wow.
So
That's
something to
that's
look. That's something to look for.
that's definitely something to look at. I mean, I wonder what they do. I wonder when they decide to fly up there then. I
Soon
mean,
as possible, probably.
as soon as possible, right? So you can get acclimated to being
Yeah,
fucking
you need,
Denver.
you need 2 days to be able to breathe normal
Right.
when
And
you're
then
when you're up that high.
be out there running around and doing all that shit.
Yeah,
Might want to get there tomorrow, today. Maybe they just leave right after the game, go straight to Denver.
but yeah, I gave you 10 points because my answer was yep. They're destined for the Super Bowl.
Oh,
I don't know.
I thought you
Don't
just
believe they're gonna win it though.
no, I
We'll get
don't
to
believe
that next
they,
week. Though. We'll hold secrets next.
I believe the Seahawks will get their revenge on the Patriots, and Seahawks will take down the Patriots for the win.
Yes, as a quick aside, that could be the prediction.
Yeah.
All right, 10 points for you because you're right.
It's revenge for the fans, not for Seattle, because nobody's there anymore. It's all new people.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Pete Carroll's gone, Marshawn Lynch, Russell Wilson. It's just Tyler Lockett. Revenge for Tyler Lockett. It's Tyler.
He's
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 gone
somewhere.
too. That's right. He's
He's on
gone.
the Rams or something, right?
I remember.
Someone signed him for the playoffs. It might have been the Texans. I don't know. He didn't do anything.
No, nobody on. Yeah, so there's not a revenge game for anybody. It's just for the fans. All right, give me the next question. Last question. What do I get?
My last question was and we were talking about the coaches earlier, and I was like going to ask you about Robert Saleh to the Titans. Seems like a weird fit considering they have basically a rookie quarterback, first number one pick guy, and now they go defensive coordinator for their head coach. Explain.
Sometimes not good for Cam Ward and other quarterbacks that were hired by offensive or drafted by offensive coach, and then now they got a defensive coach. But I think a defensive coach as Robert Saleh, he's probably going to just get a good offensive coordinator, right? He's probably not. I mean, he's going to be more like a Dan Quinn, right? Or
I'm I'm probably well, I'm interested to know if he was mad that McDaniel went to the Chargers. Because imagine Salah and McDaniel kind of teaming up. That'd be
we,
interesting.
I don't know. Did we talk about that? We at one point in time had mentioned maybe just together talking in normal days. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think those two teaming back up together would have been awesome.
could have been cool.
I mean, maybe if McDaniels hasn't signed that contract yet, maybe you should consider taking on a Cam Ward or, and seeing what he can do with that kind of.
Yeah, I just don't see Salah succeeding in Tennessee. I don't know why I don't. I mean, they have Jeffrey Simmons, they have a few defensive pieces, but I don't know. Something's missing there. I'm not getting what the management's laying down, really.
Well, I mean, when Titans were at their best, Vrabel was the coach, and he was just a defensive minded coach. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what the Titans need in the end is a defensive minded coach. Maybe they can put enough offense together to win some games. I don't know. Maybe that's where they're going with this. You know what I mean? Because Vrabel was just a defensive coach. That's what, I mean, who all thought Vrabel was going to go to anything? That guy went to AFC championship games and shit like that, as the coach of the Tennessee Titans. And now he might be going to the Super Bowl this year as the coach of the Patriots. So not a bad run for Mr. Vrabel. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I like Salah. I think, you know, at the beginning of this year, I said that Aaron Rodgers would be the downfall of Mike Tomlin, and although I did, so although Mike Tomlin did make it to the playoffs, he also did quit after this year.
So true, so true. I mean, but
Well, I don't
Rodgers isn't coming
know.
back. Like he was
Was
just
I
like
right? I mean, because he's like not even going to coach football ever again. Maybe he's like,
now he's like a year away from these fuckers.
dude, I mean, I just said Aaron Rodgers would be the end of Mike Tomlin, and I was right. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
definitely.
I just so, maybe Robert Saleh, maybe the Jets wouldn't have been so bad if you hadn't have brought in the downfall of society most of the time when it comes to a football team. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So I don't know. Maybe a second chance for Salah in the same kind of situation, not going to a team that's done much in a while.
Not being limited by a old no armed quarterback or fans.
Yeah,
They're gonna have to. He's gonna have some good
maybe it's a
fans there.
perfect fit for Robert Salah. Now he's in Tennessee, close to Nashville.
We'll see. We'll
Pays
see.
that much attention to it, and he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers telling him what to do all the time. You see?
That maybe
So yeah,
10
I
points.
like it. I
Could
like.
happen.
I mean, did I want Saleh to be the defensive coordinator of the Packers? Yep. It's like, how can we get Robert Saleh as
Sure.
the defensive coordinator of the Packers? But I don't think Tennessee did that. At least he's got experience, and yeah, I like it. I think he'll. I think couple more wins this year for the Tennessee Titans. What I get? 0 points?
Yeah, I get 10 points. So 20 points total.
That's because I couldn't win. You just gave me 10 points twice because
Well, you didn't know about William F. McKinley, dog.
I did not know about William F. McKinley and that whole fucking failure of the Buffalo
Did
Bills.
a lot of research for that question to make sure you got 0 points.
That's for sure. All right, then. That's fine. I'll get you next week. It's not a big deal.
Of course.
Yep, because I get to be in control of the points next
We're
week.
gonna have really good answers though. I'll be undeniable.
Undeniable. Okay. I like it. All right. You got any performers of the week there, big guy?
Well, I think I have to give this week's performer of the week to Fernando Mendoza. Last week I gave it to Kirk Signetti, the coach, but this week Indiana did beat Miami. It was close, trust me. Miami had them nervous. But yeah, the quarterback with the Superman moment at the end. It's going to be, yeah, that was his Heisman moment, even though it happened after he won the Heisman. But that little him diving in the end zone is going to be the new Elway, the new Cunningham into the end zone, whatever else, whatever other great quarterback diving into the end zone thing you got. So yeah, Fernando Mendoza, congratulations, Indiana, winning the national championship. The university with the most losses in their program's history in all Division One, FBS, whatever you want to call it, now has a national championship. Their first one. Congrats.
Yeah, no, shout out Indiana. Shout out Big Ten. If anybody's gonna win it, let's hope it's the Big Ten. Because
Yeah, Big
most
Ten's been
likely we've lost to that team.
whipping the SEC lately. Suck it, SEC.
Well, we've won the last three with Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana.
Yeah.
So go Big Ten. Um, I was gonna give it to Jalen Brunson for the players only meeting, but I don't know how much that's gonna
We'll
help.
see if it works. If it works, you can
If it
make him player of the
works,
week next week.
he's next week. But this is just upcoming. He could be the next week's player of the week, if performer of the week, if anything good comes out of this. Um, but I'm gonna give it to the kicker of the Rams for getting rid of the Bears.
Ah,
Allowing
that
me to
was
send a text to my brother going, haha, maybe next year,
ah.
bro.
He's the beefy kicker too. Good for him.
He's a big boy. So yeah, I'm giving it to that guy because I was like having a pretty decent day until my brother called me. I was like, oh, dude. And all I heard about is how they're gonna kick the Rams ass and go to the Super Bowl, and Caleb Williams is the greatest quarterback in the history of the world. And
I'm glad he got that off his chest.
I'm glad he did too. I told him his Super Bowl was last week. I don't know why he's all excited about the Pro Bowl, but so I'm quite happy that that kicker made that kick and did not miss that kick. And it's over, and I don't have to. I mean, honestly, a good week for me all around. I'd like to give the Seattle Seahawks a little shout out too, because I don't have to listen to you nor my brother anymore. I just get to sit in peace and quiet.
Yeah, I suppose so. I
Yeah,
won't let that happen, but that's all right.
I know.
I'm looking forward to mock drafting you to death.
Mock drafting me to death. There you go. Is that what you're looking forward to next week's mock drafts? What do you
Well,
think?
that and I got Champions League tomorrow. Juventus is playing. Weston McKinney's on a roll. Hope he gets another goal. That's what I'm looking forward to. A little soccer tomorrow morning.
I am looking forward to what is left of the football games because it's all we have are
Hey,
two.
Sunday should be good. Maybe I'll make some
On.
pulled pork or something. That'd be fun.
And then NASCAR is just around the corner.
God. Oh yeah, baseball. Their first game is 1 month away. Ugh.
There you go. Shout out to the Dodgers getting Kyle Tucker.
Hey, Giants just signed the best international player of this year's class. So suck it, Dodgers.
Look at you.
I mean, it only cost 5 million because he's 18, but whatever. Trying to do some things here in San Francisco
And
with some.
where's he and where and what country is he from coming from?
He's from baseball, Erica, and he is a shortstop. I think he's Dominican, I believe.
Dominican.
I believe so. I didn't really look at it.
We've been shopping in Japan a lot lately. It's cool.
Yeah, that's for sure. They got some decent deals over there for people that have $1 trillion.
Right. And then I think that Cubs guy was one of the guys at the All-Star game that I was like, dude, I like that dude. That how do we get that like Oakland A looking guy? And well, now we got him.
You just give him money. That's what you do.
Let's just give him $256 million and you can have him. So there you go.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
bummer.
that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, I'm bummed out now. See you later.
And I hope the rest of you are looking forward to next week on the Scotty and Stowe Show. Later.